Liverpool have been living in the head of Mikel Arteta for quite some time now, and the Spaniard is struggling to keep composed every time the Reds are brought up to him. In today's video, we have a video to share with you of the Arsenal boss completely losing his head when asked about Liverpool last night. We will go over this whilst also looking over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Mikel Arteta is growing increasingly frustrated at his failures in the Premier League. Last season to Manchester City and this season to Liverpool. The Arsenal manager, who has now been in charge for nearly 6 years, has struggled to find any sort of success at the North London club and has built a team which can only be described as mediocre. The cracks in Mikel Arteta's patient and respectful persona are beginning to show, especially after last night's post-match interview after a 1-1 draw to bottom half Manchester United. The Spaniard was asked about Liverpool, where he proceeded to lose all composure and storm out of the interview. Have a watch of this.
Do you excuse the players a little bit at least when you look at the concentration of injuries you've got in that forward line? Obviously Martinelli comes on, but no Saka, no Havertz, no Jesus.
I mean, I will defend my players all the time because the will to do what they want is no question about that. But in those moments, we have to be better as a team. That's it.
And do you regret not signing a striker in January? Perhaps that extra player? No, it's not about that?
No, it's not about that.
Okay, Mikel, one more.
Yeah.
I have to ask you about the title race because it's 15 points now. Is it too much? Right.
Clearly frustrated throughout the bulk of the interview, and then he storms out as soon as Liverpool are mentioned. It is clear as day that Liverpool really are living in the head of Arteta, and it is really getting to him. It will be priceless to see his reaction when Liverpool lift the Premier League title. What do you make of this? Let me know down below. In other news, Mohamed Salah added 2 more goals to his collection for Liverpool against Southampton on yet another record-breaking afternoon for him. The Reds were far from their best against Saints at Anfield on Saturday, but they battled their way to a 3-1 victory. Salah was below par for a chunk of the game, but he dispatched 2 emphatic second-half penalties to inspire Liverpool to a win. The 32-year-old went third ahead of Gordon Hodgson in the Reds' scoring charts, but that was far from his sole achievement on the day. Incredibly, Salah has broken the all-time record for fantasy Premier League points, 306, beating his own score, 303, in the process. It is still only early March and there are 9 games for him to improve his tally as he continues to produce one of the great seasons. Salah has also now scored or assisted in 12 home Premier League matches in succession. The last time he failed to was against Nottingham Forest back in September. It means that the Egyptian superstar has matched Thierry Henry's tally of 12 in a row from the 2002-03 season. Alan Shearer did it 13 and 15 times in 1995-96 and 1996-97 respectively. You wouldn't bet against Salah beating him though? Meanwhile, Liverpool's number 11 is now level with Sergio Aguero on 184 Premier League goals, putting him joint 5th in the overall charts. The next player to catch is Andy Cole, who is 3 clear on 187, with a big jump to 3rd place Wayne Rooney in 208. Salah now has the most goal contributions in a Premier League season for Liverpool, 44 too, eclipsing Luis Suarez's total of 43 in 2013-14. That's how good he has been. What Salah is achieving this season is truly remarkable, and even when he falls below his usual level, he still manages to be the match winner for Liverpool. The Reds legend is cruising to the PFA Player of the Year award, and if he does win it, he will become the first player in English football history to take home the prize 3 times. This is a footballing great we are watching. Hopefully, we are still enjoying him in a Liverpool shirt next season. In other news, Paris Saint-Germain prepared for their trip to Liverpool with a comprehensive 4-1 win away to Rennes on Saturday, with Luis Enrique ringing the changes. The League One champions were superb against the Reds in midweek, impressing both in and out of possession and threatening to win with ease. Fortunately, an inspired Alisson prevented PSG from scoring before Harvey Elliott's late goal secured a precious 1-0 win for Liverpool. While the Reds were busy seeing off Southampton on Saturday, PSG warmed up for the Champions League clash with a resounding victory at Rennes. Enrique made 8 changes to the team that lost to Liverpool, with Gianluigi Donnarumma, Achraf Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, Kvicha, Kvaratskhelia, and Ousmane Dembele all left out. Bradley Barcola opened the scoring for the visitors before half-time, before Goncalo Ramos doubled their advantage. Rennes may have pulled a goal back in the second half, but substitute Dembele put the game to bed with 2 efforts in stoppage time. PSG's win means they are 16 points clear at the top of League One, as is the case with Liverpool in the Premier League, and they remain undefeated in the competition this season. Speaking after the game, Enrique was in bullish spirits about his team's chances at Anfield, saying they have nothing to lose. "I think we'll be in the best possible shape for the Liverpool game," Enrique said. "We've got nothing to lose. Our only objective is victory, and that's what we're going for. Football allows for surprises. It is true that we were down and sad after the first game, but as we have analysed the game and after beating Rennes, a difficult team, it makes us hopeful. I repeat, we have nothing to lose, which makes us a more dangerous team than we usually are." Meanwhile, youngster Desire Du said that PSG are confident about turning the tie around, backing him and his teammates to make something special happen at Anfield. Tuesday's game has the potential to be a Champions League thriller, with Enrique's men understandably positive about overturning their 1-0 deficit. That said, Liverpool can't play much worse than they did at the Parc des Princes, and in front of a fervent Anfield crowd, a far better display has to be expected. Their opponents should feel well rested given the changes against Rennes, so Slot will know the importance of the Reds finding a few extra gears. Finally, with Connor Bradley sidelined with a hamstring injury, Alexander-Arnold has started the last 6 fixtures in all competitions, but for the 5th time, he did not play the full 90 on Saturday. While the right-back's goal contributions have been limited in that run, the defensive side of his game has been noteworthy at PSG, and again on Saturday. Against Southampton, the 26-year-old won 7 of his 9 duels, 78%, the best of any Red, won the 3rd most tackles of any player, 3 out of 3, and had the joint 2nd most interceptions, 2. Unsurprisingly, he was just as impressive on the ball with 4 successful dribbles, 100%, the most passes into the final third, 19, the 2nd most shots, 5, and completed 82 of his 93 attempted passes, 88%. Of course, Southampton will not be his toughest test remaining this season, but it is a welcome sight to see the vice-captain silence those who continually question his defensive attributes. There remains doubts over whether he will stay at Anfield beyond this season, but after having his commitment questioned, this is the least Liverpool supporters will ask of their right-back. Long may it continue, but that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.